That was the game number 1 of the last series of LCK week number 1. It was a clash between the top form teams in LCK, and this time around SeolHaeOne picked Zed for this competitive match. Well, actually Conquer Zed is a thing in the Challenger solo queue in Korea, and it was against Ziggs and Zoe. But both of the champions can build Zonia, and also Zed is not a good pick into Wukong and Pantheon as well. So yeah, that was not the best fit for SeolHaeOne Prince to complete their composition. And in this game, it was a little bit too obvious that Pantheon will be rotated as a support role. And Ziggs was having a lot of strong laning phase, so he got an early kill as soon as he hit level 6 during the laning phase. First off, we want to really talk about Elise from SeolHaeOne Prince. So DAMWON Gaming players were doing their best to mark that Elise. They were doing their best to locate where Flawless is, because they are aware that they have to be just aware of this one early game gank. So for a champion like Elise that's so focused on early game, you just have to avoid that one early game attempt, because if Elise cannot make any action in the early game, well, actually that XP gap and the money, the gold gap sticks throughout the game. But well, luckily Flawless this time around was able to make a point in this bot lane fight, and also Zoe TP'd in to save DWG Gaming, but after this, Zed was also able to get a window to breathe throughout the laning phase. So that was not a very clean decision from DWG Gaming. However, DWG Gaming was able to turn the tide around, especially in this dragon fight. Zoe lands his Sleepy Trouble Bubble on Zed, and that was really huge. That was one of the outplays that SeolMaker pulled off today. And Zed kind of took the bait. He went to deep inside to take down Burrow, a support player, and then just Wukong was able to reach to the back line of SeolHaeOne Gaming, and easily enough, DWG Gaming just wiped out the remaining players. Zed is a really good champion for split push, but based on DWG Gaming, their strong laning phase, they're having a lot of lead and control over the neutral objectives, so Zed had to group up for team fights. So SeolHaeOne Prince couldn't pull off the plan they were having for this game. Let's check out the player of the game coming out from DWG Gaming for game number 1. SeolMaker on Zoe. He was definitely outstanding. Pon also voted for SeolMaker because he had a strong lane priority, so he had to go cover the bot lane. But after that, Rome, SeolMaker still had a lane priority, which is really amazing. And SeolMaker was proving that the amount of control and pressure that he has as a mid laner. And SeolMaker kept landing his pokes on the SeolHaeOne Prince players. And DWG Gaming, their teamwork was not as solid just as they are right now, but they have been working on it really hard, so they are now a way much stepped up compared to the last split. So let's check out SeolHaeOne versus DAMWON game number 2.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the caster desk for game number 2. I tweeted asking whether DAMWON were the last hope for the LCK. Yes, it was overly dramatic. Yep. But they are definitely, at the moment, the most consistent, and they will be finishing with, if they manage to win this game, in sole first place after the first week. Their track has not been the most difficult as of yet. Of course, SeolHaeOne Prince weren't in the promotion tournament, but they were pretty close. towards the end of the spring season.
Yep.
And Sandbox definitely were there. So crushing both of these teams isn't necessarily the biggest achievement, but the way they're doing it makes me feel like DAMWON certainly are on a bit of a streak. And certainly feeling like the scrim results are actually coming true this time.
Yeah, the way how DWG Gaming just approaches to the game right now is just so attractive and fun to watch.
That's true too, yeah.
So it's always, I mean, for now I'm a big fan of DWG Gaming, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean, these games are just so fun to watch, and also they play so really great on the rotation. So yeah, I mean, all they need to do is just organize a little bit on the top side, because Nuguri is still increasing his isolated deaths, you know?
But I mean, maybe that's part of his power level.
Oh yeah.
You know, this is what you've got to understand, is that Nuguri is Nuguri, and if they keep winning, I mean, who are we to say that he's doing something wrong?
Yeah, and also, I mean, SeolMaker is playing good, but at the same time, Canyon and their bot lane is also supporting SeolMaker really well. His Trundle was just helping Zoe to get his mid priority, and also on the bot lane, Ziggs and Burial's Pantheon was like just popping off, you know?
Absolutely.
He tanked out Ellie's early gank and tried to just poke them down 24/7, and I was pretty surprised that I was the only one who voted for Ghost.
Yeah, that's actually crazy, because I thought Ghost played extraordinarily well. There were a lot of pieces moving around on DAMWON's side, and I think that it was certainly a very flashy game for SeolMaker, for Nuguri, for Beryl even Canyon's absolute domination of the early game was something we don't see so often with a Trundle. As Aphelios is going to be banned on the blue side.
So clean draft, you know, even though you played good against Aphelios, it's still hybrid, right? Who plays Aphelios really well. So yeah, they just closed out. And it looks like really clean draft compared to like last split, you know, because last split Zephyr was getting blamed so many times from communities from their like kind of weird drafts, you know.
Zephyr certainly hasn't got the greatest of reputations when it comes to drafting. Set going to be banned here, so Ezreal is still left up. Something that Ghost could go towards if he would like to. And it looks like that is going to be the priority, especially with Twisted Fate and Karma both banned.
And Yumi's still up, so they can always finish the bot lane with the Ezreal Yumi combo, yeah?
Oh my god, we could actually just have Team Rocket locked in. Unless SeolHaeOne Prince actually lock away Zoe and Yumi. Because if Zoe and Yumi comes in, then that is Jesse, James, and Meowth all in a row. So we'll just see what they do. The Trundle does make a lot of sense. They're going to take that one away first. But it better be the Yumi. Otherwise, this could be rough times.
Yeah, and also its same goes to Hybrid again, because he has no Aphelios and Varus and Senna or Ezreal. But this time, they got Yumi for what champion? Is it going to be Twitch?
Like Twitch is pretty good, yeah.
And it's not that bad to play against Ezreal on the lane too, so probably can be Twitch. But
you may as well just pick the Pantheon.
Yeah.
I like it. Ezreal Pantheon possibly for the bottom side of the map. And I actually like Ezreal when paired with Pantheon because you can self-heal. So Pantheon can happily just man-drop wherever he feels like, and Ezreal can be self-sufficient. So does work out, isolated. Now SeolMaker, he could just lock in his Zoe if he wants to, but I think a jungler could be something worth looking at also. Let's avoid all of that getting banned away. But Zoe is just going to be taken. SeolMaker just figures if you're not going to respect it, if you're not going to ban it, you may as well lock it in.
Yeah, and they still made the Rocket combo. Ezreal and Pantheon and Zoe. It's still, they are throwing so many things at the same time. So.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
So is it going to be Twitch or other champion? Oh, there is Lucian.
Yeah, and actually this is what Deft used.
And also there was a Sivir, which is good into Ezreal. But this time around, Hybrid, most likely it's Hybrid Lucian on the bot lane with Yumi.
We're certainly hoping so, because top lane Lucians certainly haven't been working out.
No.
We call this the bullet hell. because you throw out the culling and the last chapter. Sorry, the last chapter. It is the last chapter.
Yeah, it's
You throw them out together, and it looks like you're playing one of those old school video games, you know, where you're like the spaceship and you're shooting everything.
Oh yeah.
It's actually just a bullet hell game. So you're doing a heap of damage and you're stunning people, and it's just bad news if you're up against it. So this could certainly be strong. Graves going to be banned away from Canyon.
I'm wondering if Canyon is up to play Lee Sin here, because I think most of the junglers is going to be banned out, and you're playing as Trundle, and you have Showmakers on Joy, so there's no... Actually, I think he can for sure pick up the Lee Sin here and pop off.
He could. I mean, he could even play Rek'Sai. I think that there's something to be said for Tremor Sense being able to find out where everyone is, and you can throw Paddle Stars and Bubbles at them in the mid game, which is very powerful. The Nidalee we were actually expecting would be banned. Canyon is a legacy Nidalee player and has been playing a lot of it in solo queue, so that's to be expected. Final ban on DAMWON's side will be the LeBlanc, which is actually a decent matchup for the Zoe, but Mickey's LeBlanc just being respected here for now.
I don't think we're going to see another Zed on LCK.
No, I don't think so.
There is normal Zed in LCK. That was retirement game for Zed last game.
we sometimes need to test it.
Oh yeah. Oh,
that's the Kassadin. Okay, taking a leaf out of Showmaker's own book.
It still looks great, yeah. Lucian Yuumi is considered as great early game combo, even though it has great late game. They have some balanced team composition already. SeolHaeOne Prince. They might just end up with a strong tank on the top lane.
Or an Illaoi.
Oh yeah, Illaoi too, but yeah. Here we go. Lee Sin is not popping off in LCK 2, but...
Oh, okay. Considering Nuguri playing the Pantheon on the top side of the map, but now moving back towards a blind Jace pick.
No problem at all.
Nope. And the amount of poke that they now have is just insane.
Yeah, poking Lee Sin as well.
Yep. Oh yeah, just throw out the Qs.
Yep.
Easy. But also, Lee Sin's actually fantastic at fishing. You can fish for picks and then kick flash them to your team. This will be a very difficult comp to deal with in the mid game. However, like you say, very well rounded on SeolHaeOne Prince's side. So certainly some opportunities. Plus, they will be able to scale. And there's Poppy. And Poppy does ruin the day of a few of these champions, especially the Lee Sin. You can't jump on her if you're Jace. Works very, very well into that matchup also. And so Steadfast Presence is something that DAMWON are going to have to absolutely play around for the entirety of this game, and it gets very annoying.
Yeah, and also SeolHaeOne Prince has really great synergy between their top and jungle, Pella into stun, and they can always combo those skill shots. So I think from the game performance from game 1, probably it's a higher chance that DAMWON Gaming is going to lead the game, especially when you let Showmaker play his comfort champion, you know?
Oh yeah.
But maybe the one thing that actually it stops it because they picked Ezreal. In LCK, and Ezreal is still horrible stats, and I'm not sure if Ghost is good enough player to just pop off on that champion. I mean, it's still a good champion. In any other regions and in solo queue, it's still disgusting with defense, but especially in LCK, it's not working out. It's not Korean Ezreal anymore. It's not good ward anymore.
No.
It's like similar to NA Jace, you know?
Well, we'll see whether we get NA Jace, because we know that Nuguri is a very volatile player.
Yeah.
And he may not necessarily be able to stand up to the power of the Poppy, which actually does work very well into...
I mean, his Jace is not any Jace, but...
Yeah, no, it's not. And I mean, Nuguri's Jace is absolutely fantastic. He's been playing for a very long time. You can understand why he has picked it blind. And DAMWON, if they get into a siege scenario, like this comp is just disgusting.
Yeah.
The thing I'm looking at, and you brought up the Ezreal, but remember, the Pantheon's still there. The Ezreal isn't the carry.
I mean, this guy, man.
It's 100% Beryl. He is definitely the carry.
This guy just on Pantheon hype train, that's for sure, man. He's gonna sell Pantheon if he can.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised Beryl isn't like cycling through all of his cool skins, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, play this champion. He's the best. Oh, we've got a Kassadin and a Cat.
They already spotted, by the way.
Ooh.
But they have no CC at level 1, so probably that's why they're not reacting that much. And also this time around, he does have PTA instead of Conqueror on the Pantheon support, so probably has more damage.
Yeah, a little bit. Thinking that he can stay in and do a little bit more work.
Actually, one of the commentator from Challengers Korea was selling PTA Nimbus Clock Ignite Pantheon, but this time around there is no Nimbus Clock. But still, PTA is right there, and it has so much damage. So,
oh, speaking of damage, Ghost gets exhausted, down to 200 now as Beryl tries to stun them up. Ghost is just dead though. And yeah, Hybrid gets taken down to 150, but he's now the only AD carry in this lane. And thankfully for Ghost, he has teleport. And so he's actually not going to miss any of the CS, but he has now delivered First Blood over to Hybrid, which is absolutely the player you never want to have First Blood if you're against him.
yeah, and Hybrid aggressively picked up Ignite on him himself, so even though you have Yuumi, you have so many summoner spells, so you can definitely just 1v1.
Top lane Zoe.
Okay.
All right. It's a new one.
I mean, I guess it's because the matchup on the mid lane, because
And the top lane.
if you want to, yeah, it's not great for both, but for now it's great for both lanes, you know.
It's really, really good. 5-head lane swap scenarios here on DAMWON's side will help them out in the solos. Mickey is certainly not enjoying himself, as this is to be expected. It's not that Mickey's bad or anything like that. Laning early on Kassadin is a fine art, as Secret gets taken down to 100. Trying to land some of these Qs as Ghost, as Hybrid. Gonna get them zoomies. And Yuumi, guys, is still the same frustrating cat. So
Barry has flash.
Yeah, and he's going to flash immediately onto them. They knew exactly where Canyon was, and they still decided that this was going to be a good idea. Should be a couple of kills if that Q comes back up, and he's going to land as, all right, Canyon is dead. That turret shot is going to come through. Flawless going to be there as Showmaker trying to deal with Ixu. Ghost also just doesn't want to die, but he's going to. And so it's now 3 kills for SeolHaeOne Prince.
They just keep going, by the way. They never stopped. And yeah, as you mentioned it. Oh, he used flash, but he actually just reset it.
Oh no, so he flashed a little bit late as Showmaker was backing. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna die here. He's getting collapsed.
Yep, Nogari's here.
Oh, he actually escaped. 5-head.
Oh, you serious?
Holy moly. This is why you love
the white
Ixu.
flag. The white flag was so good.
Please, don't kill me.
Genius. Absolute genius.
Yeah.
As the Poppy's teleporting mid lane, as you could expect. And the Kassadin is just going to walk it out top lane because minion wave is very far ahead. Nogari just sends a shock blast into the abyss.
Yeah, and also this is the matchup you wanted.
Oh yeah.
From Bampix. But anyways, they started out really well on the both sides, SeolHaeOne Prince. So they don't need to be hurry.
Yeah, we're going to check out Secret here on his little cat in the book. As yes, Hybrid was dead.
Okay. He was like calling that, care about the flash W combo, and he just died. And I have W, please come.
탔어. 이제 보자.
Easy. He's rapping.
He is
잡은 것
definitely
같아, 잡은 것 같아. 이거지!
This is it, man. His rapping skills are so insane.
Yeah, pretty good.
I couldn't even follow it.
You can see Ixu finding that heroic charge actually into the wall really clean. As yeah, Showmaker very lucky to avoid death on that one. Oh no. That feels real bad.
Yeah, he didn't die though, because of his 200 IQ plays.
He did miss a lot of CS.
Yep.
And you can see now, even Mickey, like, he can get maybe a melee creep or two. It's the exhaust that he picked up himself.
And smites, maybe?
Yeah, he'll probably smite him. There you go.
Man. Nice champion. always annoying to play against Zoe.
I haven't seen enough redemptions though.
Oh,
you know the best Zoes get redemption level 4 every time.
Here we go. Maybe
He's
you can
level
see
6. Yeah, give us that redemption. Ignite.
Even better.
Pretty good. Yeah. You're not going to be too worried. Gets himself a turret plate and 49 to 27. Doing very, very well. Looking in the mid lane, Nogri is 54 to 37. So this is a classic DAMWON game. Last time the bottom lane was also doing well. This time not so much. 3v3 as Secret is just obliterated before he could even really think about it. Canyon there just as a bodyguard, and Hybrid just doing what he can, where he can as Ixu. Yeah, it's not a counter matchup until you get a few items. To be honest, as Mickey's going to get lit on fire. Super Soaker's there as well, so, I mean, come on, Showmaker, you put him out.
I mean, at first time when I watched Pantheon support,
that's the flash. One more auto. Not going to happen as he picks up turret aggro. Beryl looking to come in from behind, and he should be able to get it. There's the snipe. Cool guys don't look at explosions. And DAMWON have evened out the kills just like that.
How can you be so good at Pantheon support,
I don't
by
know.
the way?
Beryl's just like super good, man. Oh, well, actually, to be honest, Beryl's either good or forgettable.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's had some real doozy performances.
I guess he's
like
another Hili-sang in Korea. There is so many Hili-sangs in Korea right now. But anyways, just land some stuns on Yuumi and she cannot go in for a few seconds. So I guess it's good counter.
Yeah, it works very, very well. As yeah, Ixu gets the flash out of Noguri. You can say that.
But the sniper
sniper
was already ready.
Goodbye. 300 damage, by the way. Level 5 support. Now has himself his Executioner's Calling. Building towards his first serrated Dirk. That is the big power spike for the support Pantheon. Something that LS certainly taught us, and Beryl showed us the last time he brought this one out. One thing I'm finding like really interesting about the LCK at the moment is that we really do have like style picks for a lot of players.
Yeah.
Such as this support Pantheon, the Ziggs that's now shared with Ghost, but was something that Chovy was the only one playing in mid lane. I think it's like we're seeing our players really starting to personalize the ban picks, which is something that we've been calling for a long time, because you really do need to find your own style and embrace it, and understand how it's supposed to, you know, take down your opponents. As Ixu, Steadfast Presence comes in, that's going to deny a fair bit as Hybrid. The culling just eaten by Beryl, which is exactly what you don't want. Meanwhile, around this Rift Herald fight is Noguri diving in. Steadfast Presence is going to wear off, and that means that there's an opportunity, and Flawless is going to pick up that Rift Herald, I believe, as the flashes are from everyone, but Canyon just safeguards himself out. And now Noguri finds himself 1 versus 3, but that's exactly how he likes it. And Showmaker puts Mickey to sleep and then comes back. Misses that Battle Star though, has another flash that he should be able to pick up. As that Q from downtown from Canyon, I thought he'd gone, but he wasn't done yet. And now in comes Beryl. Mickey is well and truly dead. He's going to ignore the bottom lane, as I think DAMWON won that, especially with Ghost taking turret plates bottom lane. They are reveling in this chaos.
Those ping and pong between their top laners, man, top side laners. That was so crazy moment, like on the skirmishes. Like there was so many moments that they could get actually one shot from Poppy and Trundle and Kassadin. But anyways, like look at how they focus on the target and like manage to just turn back. I mean,
oh, it was Showmaker. So Showmaker got it.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see the kill come up.
Oh yeah, and also Mickey didn't have enough mana to fight around here, and I don't think you really want to take the fight or skirmishes in all the game when you're playing Kassadin, especially you got stomped in lane. So yeah, that happened. Serum Princess bot lane was just joining the fight faster than DAMWON Gaming, but meanwhile, Ghost was farming on the bot lane alone and just...
Yeah, gets himself completely back to even. He's got a cull that's also stacking up. Obviously, Noguri has one as well. Only 12 more minions, and he's going to have that. So by the next minion wave, that'll be cashed in. It'll be an extra kill's worth. Over to Noguri. He's 22 CS in the lead. But he's in the mid lane at the moment, so I guess he's in the lead by further than that, because Mickey has been well and truly punished. He's level 8. But he's going to need to do more. This is the kind of gold difference that you come to expect from both SeolHaeOne Prince games and from DAMWON games. Sometimes things go wrong, but DAMWON this season seemed to be able to put it back together pretty comfortably. Very much looking forward to the next few games. I don't have it quite in front of me at the moment as to exactly who they're playing next, but I'd be very interested to see who they're going to be up against. So,
yeah.
But DAMWON, they're up against Genji, then KT, then T1. As, yep, Hybrid gonna have to flash. The last chapter is going into Narnia, but that's okay. It's only due to the flash, and that's what's gonna get them to safety. Total damage dealt, Beryl is 3rd, and higher than anybody on SeolHaeOne Prince. So that's a good bit of trivia for you.
That's actually crazy, by the way.
Oh, bubble, not gonna quite land. Oh, ouch.
I mean, Naguri and Showmaker is just stomping their top side, and
this is vintage DAMWON, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's vintage, but look at the item difference between their top lane and the mid lane is not huge, but
4 versus 3, I guess, as Hybrid's going to go down very, very low very quickly. Beryl probably will die, and he does, but it's 1 for 1 so far. Now Nogari's going to fall as well. 2 for 2, as it's a bloodbath in the bottom lane, but Mickey is getting some kills back. Good bubble lands onto Flawless, as Ghost is trying to give himself up for exactly what his namesake was. A triple kill for the Kassadin, and hope comes back for SeolHaeOne Prince.
Waiting for level 16 Kassadin, and this triple kill is gonna help him, definitely. And that was maybe way too aggressive from DAMWON Gaming. But yeah, I mean, they thought they could one-shot Lucian with Pantheon, but
oh, the Poppy value was just insane.
That TP save was a real thing.
Oh, 100%. I actually didn't factor that in, the fact that he was on top of all of the dashes.
Yeah.
And just presses W and they can't even play.
Kill Ezreal. Please kill Ezreal.
Kill Ezreal, kill Ezreal.
Please. He screamed, please, so many times. Like, he's so desperate. He's getting killed by Pantheon support. I would be so mad as well.
Yeah, me too, me too. The Ezreal has died 3 times, so he's got his wish, most definitely. Flawless here, just trying to defend this mid-outer turret. You can see DAMWON have about a 3,000 gold lead, largely because they've taken the majority of the turret plates. They're going to be down in 30 seconds time, but I think the damage has majoritively been done. 5 plates still left up for them in the mid lane, in the top lane, and 4 on bottom side. And yeah, they've just taken so much early game money.
Yeah, and also, it's not a Zed who got the triple kill, you know. This time around, it's Kassadin who really wants to go to the late game. And maybe that triple kill accelerates the time that Kassadin really wants to fight, but
much earlier Rod of Ages than it was
earlier.
Looking like. Absolutely. And he's now only 300 gold behind. I think Showmaker definitely had a much larger lead to the tune of about 1.5k, something like that. But a triple kill will certainly get you back into it. And the kill score is in fact 8-8. It's certainly been bloody. More than a kill a minute so far. So we've got 16 in this game, the 14-minute mark. I think you guys can do the math. As Nagari just wants to take down the turret. Now I'm going to boot back Flawless. And he runs pretty fast, so it should be all right. Can't actually take that one down just yet, though, as the turret plates have fallen down. Showmaker is going to be a little bit more lucky. And Mickey is considering going after him. Now Showmaker's going to have the bubble at the ready. In comes Pantheon, and now Ixu's going to push him even closer to Flawless, but denied, as you can see. This is the value of the Poppy. They waited out this time, though, as the Subjugate is down. Trying to get rid of those stats onto Beryl, I guess, but he's not too worried about that one. Hybrid a little bit too late to try and join the party. And Shirley going to be where they're going to put their attention.
SeolHaeOne Prince is still controlling all the objectives. They already got the first strike, and if they can manage to get these objectives right now, then they can for sure reach to the late game, but
that final chapter comes in. Flawless looking for it here as Ixu gets kicked back and Showmaker tags him. True Shot Barrage is actually pretty good as well, as Flawless is also very, very low. This time, Canyon is going to go down, but there's some low health bars here, and it looks like Shirley, allow me to correct myself, is going to be taken by DAMWON. That's going to be their prize. despite their jungler falling. And now Noguri wants to get himself a kill as well, as Mickey gets booped back. Flawless is going to be here, and Noguri gets the bad news as that Predator pops up over his head. Will we find the Shock Blast? As the answer's no. Good sidestep there from Mickey, but pretty predictable.
Yeah, even though second Herald is not that worth, they still got the objective, and I think it's more about the Drake right now. Because if SeolHaeOne starting to stack some Drake, then for sure they're gonna look for the late game, even though they really like to take the fight in the early game, you know? And this is already SeolHaeOne's Drake for now.
But Cloud Drake, do you want it that much? Why don't you just stack up 4 oceans? You know, maybe that was
DAMWON
the dream.
mindset.
That's the DAMWON mindset.
Or why do you care about the Drake
When he can
instead of getting kills, man?
or winning the game at 24 minutes.
Yeah,
Drake's not really going to do so much.
We have another 8 minutes left.
Yep.
In this game. And yeah, I mean, this game is a bit harder than last game because Poppy is actually denying a lot of things, as you mentioned it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Ixu's the one that really needs to be respected. I think that after that botch dive bottom lane, DAMWON are going to play a little bit more intelligently, but just shows the high value that you do get
When you
as
play
the Poppy.
Poppy, yeah, against those dashing champions and jumping champions.
And even like, you deny an entire ability if you press that button while Beryl is trying to get a stun on you. So it's not even denying a dash, it's denying CC. It's super good.
At some point, you can actually deny the champion itself.
Yep.
Especially against Lee Sin or Pantheon, those kind of champions, you know?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Poppy was genius. Whether they're going to be able to get out of this hole that they're in is going to be the big question. Because they're bleeding turrets. The pressure is just getting pretty insurmountable here as Beryl's going to make his way down. And Mickey is going to look for a 1v1 against Noguri. Not going to happen. As it's going to be Beryl. Yeah, I know, it's so stupid. He just charges up the spear and declares where he is. I think it's Sparta or something like that. And then throws a big stick at him.
Okay.
And
They're
Hybrid
spotting it.
might just be dead, guys.
Failed?
Yeah, not quite. Didn't have a Super Soaker at the ready as Flash has to be used. I do like that Hybrid has Ignite. That makes me happy.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you really want to pick up the cleans against Pantheon support.
I wonder whether he'll have to do a public apology. I don't remember who it was over in the LPL, but they recently had to apologize for taking Ignite. I think that's a bit silly.
What? It doesn't make sense, but
yeah. The team wanted him to do something else or something like that. I don't have the full context, to be perfectly honest.
I guess, yeah.
As Mickey puts down a control ward, spots the Zoe going home and says, yes, please leave. I don't want to deal with this. As just watch the support Pantheon, by the way. I guess he didn't have very much help.
But more than 300.
That overkilled by about 600, though, it felt like.
And yes, spotted with the
Scryer's Bloom, as Mickey is dead again. Oh, he should have gone back over the wall. Oh, it would have been genius. Oh, no.
That is true, but Pantheon was coming with the ultimate, so it doesn't matter. But Mickey, maybe his dice today is not that great number.
No.
Last time it was 6, by the way.
Yeah, this is looking like Snake Eyes.
Okay, he's jumping in.
I mean, he dodged the empowered shock blast, so you know.
Cool. Cool bids. These situations are just so random, you know. after he got triple kills.
Yeah, he gets a triple kill and then
he's literally doing nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still okay this time around because he's not playing Zed.
But he's playing Kassadin, and he wants to exist in a late game. And if you keep inting like this, then the game's not going to last until then. And that's not going to be great.
That is true, but it's still 4 levels left until Kassadin gets huge amount of power. And SeolHaeOne is keep trying to defend their jungle.
Oh, teleports come in. This is the last-ditch effort from SeolHaeOne Prince. Looking to try and chase after Showmaker, but he flashes to get himself out of the way. Super fast Poppy just wants to kill a Zoe, but she's got his Zhonya's. And he's going to go golden. Nice Quadra knockup from the ulti there, and Showmaker is going to go down. True Shot Barrage, great damage, but Ixu has some zoomies, so he's going to be all right. So for their trouble, they get 1 kill, but they lose no one. Good engage, and we're even on kills. Trying to keep up with the kill a minute, but we are 1 behind at the moment, so someone's going to have to find a kill somewhere.
Yeah, and good thing is they're slowing down the game because they already got 2 stacks on Drake, and DAMWON didn't.
Yeah. DAMWON probably should fight for the next one. As this
For
teleport
sure.
was optimistic, but it worked out.
Yeah, mainly because of the teleport buff.
Well, now we're doing it all again. If at first you don't succeed, just start another fight, guys. As no one's going to fall down just yet, and no one's going to really hit any pivotal abilities. It's good force pulse. Mickey's just dead again, though. And the burst damage is insane. Kickback doesn't land onto Ixu, but it doesn't matter because it's onto Hybrid, and he is dead. Flawless now trying to run away. The troll keeping the cat alive, and he's going to do so. Ixu is not going to be so lucky as Ghost locks him down. Only 2 members left, and SeolHaeOne Prince. And DAMWON say, yes, that's how we meant to do it the first time around. And they'll also take the Ocean Drake for their trouble. 22 minutes into the game, do they consider going towards a Baron or something like that with 3 of them dead? And Ghost says, I got this by myself.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually, it reminds me when we played against LPL teams, you know, they kept fighting even though they lost some skirmishes. They don't care.
Yeah.
They kept on fighting. And DAMWON Gaming is actually learning from LPL team, just taking some fight really smart and just getting back on.
Oh, that trouble bubble was so good.
Exactly.
As Flawless might just go down here as Beryl is actually just a one-man army as support Pantheon.
Oh, man. So,
Had a bit of help from his friends. But yeah, the Baron is just going to be taken 22 minutes into the game, and DAMWON making this look like another stomp.
Guys, sorry for spoilers. 7 minutes ago, we just said that we have 8 minutes left to watch this game. And exactly, DAMWON Gaming just made it out. This game is almost over.
It is.
And it's 23 minutes only, by the way.
And there's just, I don't know, the pizzazz out of DAMWON right now. They are just playing with like so much style. It's like they're just overflowing with confidence.
Yes. And this is why Lee Sin is good in any other regions, you know? Because Lee Sin's skirmishes abilities and that pickup with the kicks is so good.
And also, when you're playing with confidence like this, Lee Sin is the perfect champion to express how like confident you are. He's an ego champion.
Ego champion, yeah.
That's why when you're playing with, you know, that guy that says he's a Smurf in solo queue and, and playing the Lee.
Who's that freaking Lee?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Certainly a lot of fun. But red buff is going to be taken here by Noguri. He's going to head towards the top side. They're going to utilize their Baron here for the next minute and a half. See whether they can crack open this base.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot say that this is clean game by DWG Gaming, but the way how they take the fight is clean. Their team fight, their skirmishes, their targeting.
I just like that they're not affected by losing a fight. They lose a fight, they're like, oh, we messed this bit up. Let's just try it again in 3 minutes.
Yeah, maybe they feedback during the game. Oh yeah, last fight you did really bad, so let's try better next team fight.
Yeah, let's try to not maybe use all of our dashes next to a Poppy.
Yeah.
And then they did that, and then they win a fight.
It's kind of illegal to have feedback in-game as a pro player, but, you know?
It's not illegal.
I mean, it's kind of rule, you know?
Oh, is that a rule just so you don't tilt your teammates?
Yeah, you shouldn't tilt your teammate, you know? That's the plan, but I guess DWG Gaming doesn't care. Like, oh yeah, you played really bad, lost team fight, but it doesn't matter, let's win!
I mean, it's more valuable to get the feedback while you can actually use it.
Yeah.
As my feedback for Showmaker would have been, that's a lot of damage, dude. Nice job.
And Beryl?
Beryl's still higher than anybody else on
I mean,
on SP's side.
Higher than Lucian and Kassadin, who had triple kill and who has Yumi.
I mean, Lee Sin is out damaging Hybrid. This Lucian is absent. He's just not here.
I guess literally doing nothing.
Yeah. This is, if I look at Lucian damage like that, I assume he's top lane. 100%.
I guess just Lucian itself is not great champion anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, just shows that Deft must be a pretty good player if he managed to win so convincing. Oh, okay. Okay, Showmaker, that's fine. It's no worries. Beryl seems immune to damage. That might be a bug. He's supposed to take damage from turrets. Apparently that ability is pretty good. True Shot Barrage almost executes Mickey. And DAMWON are just so far ahead.
Yeah. 26
minutes, 25 kills in the game, and a 10,000 gold lead is being approached slowly but surely. 2 inhibitors died in this bottom lane. The last one that DAMWON are working on. The Baron is worn off, but I don't think that matters too much. Secret's going to be up in 2 seconds time. Steadfast Presence on cooldown now as the bubble is going to land. There's the chain CC, and good night, Poppy. Mickey, you did not want to do that. Ulting into this DAMWON team is not what you want, as now the final chapter comes in, but I think the final chapter is to be read by you, SeolHaeOne Prince, as the last inhibitor is going to fall, and the Nexus is going to follow. These turrets are but a pesky little thing in the way for DAMWON to grab their second 2-0 and put themselves at first place. I believe equal with, no, first place by themselves with the only perfect record here in the LCK. Nexus is going to go down. It's 29 kills in 27 minutes. And DAMWON smash SeolHaeOne Prince, but also the games were really fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, when I watch their games, it feels like I'm watching challengers versus master or something in solo queue, you know?
Yeah.
Like that kind of feeling is really great because it's just the games are just way too easy for DAMWON Gaming, you know? So I mean, they're just stomping like all the teams, and SeolHaeOne Prince was considering as a strong team when it comes to Summer Split.
I mean, that's what we were talking about. I mean, after their first performance,
oh yeah,
they did look better than expected, but I don't know, man.
But what about DAMWON Gaming then?
DAMWON Gaming look amazing.
Amazing.
I think they definitely do. I don't think SeolHaeOne Prince are the I guess the contenders that many thought they would be. Especially, you know, Mickey is such an up and down player.
Yeah.
I like it personally. I've always been a bit of a Mickey fan, but it's because he brings the drama, not necessarily the W's.
I guess Hybrid is really mad about his performance right now because we could see it from his face, you know.
Yeah. Although I don't know how much of it was because of him. In fact, he played relatively well in the earlier stages of this game, but then both of his solo laners fall 40 CS behind. In their counter matchups.
Oh, man.
And it just isn't really enough. Noguri had a great Jace performance. I think Showmaker should definitely get back-to-back MVPs. His Zoe is disgusting.
Yeah, and again, DWG Gaming got 1 with Israel, but I guess it's not because of Ezreal.
It's not versus Aphelios, so
and
it doesn't...
also it's not because of Ezreal, I guess.
No.
It's
no.
all because of other lanes.
Ghost was 100% a passenger in that game. 100%. Beryl...
It's official.
No, Beryl was the carry of that lane.
So it's official.
Yeah.
That Ezreal is just passenger.
And I actually really feel like the Pantheon was the main reason that DAMWON had such an easy time.
Oh, yeah,
I think
true.
Beryl was just so good at making sure that, like, Pantheon, much like Lee Sin, much like Elise, just does so much in the early stages of the game. It's like his base damage, the fact that his kit is so good, especially in these sort of skirmishes, exactly what you're seeing on the screen right here. Apart from maybe the slight overextension after Flawless's fantastic pillar made sure that the Lee Sin wasn't getting out. But these sort of moments don't really matter because then you see Beryl walking behind a turret, throwing out a stick, taking down the mid laner, throws out another one, takes him out again in the bottom lane. Like, his Pantheon is going to be worth a ban for our other teams who are definitely paying attention to DAMWON now.
Yeah, and maybe this is the plays from DWG Gaming, you know, the current situation and what's happening on the top side when you play against DWG Gaming, you know.
Yep.
Just get played by them. And it feels really, really satisfying to watch.
Really is. It's like just watching Showmaker playing Zoe.
And maybe
Very satisfying.
this was too much, but Yeah, they learned from this, you know?
Yeah.
You shouldn't jump.
I mean, it was absolutely
Into Poppy.
like everyone pressing their dash abilities, wondering why it's not working, while Ixu's just saying la di da di da.
I'm Poppy, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope you learned, and definitely they learned, you know?
And this was the Kassadin getting a triple kill in the early game.
Into triple inting.
Exactly. Yeah. Didn't really work.
And here we go.
I was really expecting him to go back over that wall, but I see it now. The Grand Skyfall was coming in. As these bootbacks worked pretty well. The heroic charge just narrowly missing that wall. Unfortunate for Ixu.
And also that stun, just it's target CC, so it's way too easy to focus on the target. And look at the cannon skill.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Exactly the target that he was looking for. This is pretty good Lee Sin play.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'm completely sold on the Lee Sin.
Not sure.
It's pretty good being a jungler when you've got Showmaker in form and Noguri on your team, because you know you're going to have lane pressure everywhere all the time. And it doesn't really matter what the bottom lane does, because you just play around top side and you look like a god. As we're going to listen in to DAMWON winning the series.
가사디.
죽여놔 그냥.
앞으로.
유미 공 있어. 유미 공 있어.
자, 카사네 감지.
카사네 같이 해놔.
Nothing much, you know?
끝났다.
나왔다.
It's all about them
그런데 로플에 루시안
talking
풀 있어요
about
형님들.
kill
Okay.
everyone.
공 가볼게.
Yep.
야, 넥서스. 아, 타워.
해성일장 가던가 해성일장. 아 수연이네.
잘 자요. 잔다 죽여.
Good night.
죽여.
Showmaker is
고고,
screaming
하거나
good
들어가,
night.
들어가.
Good night.
Yeah.
Casually. Zoe.
Showmaker is just having the best time ever.
Yeah.
Bouncing around the rift. Oh no, there's some really sad damage numbers. 10k damage. Yeah.
I guess Naguri also had fun in that moment.
The Pantheon did twice the damage of the Poke champion, Yuumi.
Yeah, the damage dealer.
Whoa.
I guess maybe we need to be careful tonight's solo queue in Korea especially.
Yeah.
There will be so many Pantheon supports, and I would definitely play it if I get back to home, because of DAMWON Gaming. We got Ollie.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you're not already playing Pantheon support, you guys are at home, I would definitely queue up right now, because otherwise it's going to get out. You need to. We were talking about it last time we played it, though. LS was he was gushing over the Pantheon support. So if it hasn't started already, something's wrong. And I actually personally think Pantheon support's always been pretty decent. As it's going to be Beryl that picks it up. I think he deserves a player of the game. Just because the Pantheon is super good. I almost think that the champion should get it this time around, as a DAMWON pick. Picking this champ seems to make them win. But I think this is fine. It means that we get to have a chat to both Beryl and Showmaker.
Yeah. Both players played really good, and actually all the DAMWON Gaming players, maybe except Ghost,
And but Ghost
played really
had a
well.
hog performance in game one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, in this game, he had a bit of a struggle towards the bottom side. I don't think it was his fault, though. And this is DAMWON. This is never about the AD carry. It should never be. It was never about nuclear. People thought that was a problem, but I think that there is something to be said for having too many carries. You can't have a team full of carries. You need to have some people that are there for the utility, and that's precisely what Ghost offers. And also, some carry Ziggs performances.
Worth it.
Yeah, damn right. That means we're going to have a chat to Showmaker and to Beryl, and G-Sun's going to be able to take us through that, and I believe it will be happening in a couple of seconds' time. I almost nailed the timing there. Almost.
Oh yeah. Almost. Close.
Yeah.
감사합니다.
Thank you very much, guys. Let's hear from Showmaker Beryl for the last interview of the week. How do you feel, guys?
약간 좀
Well, a little bit
너무 싸워가지고
I mean, we fighted a lot, so it was a little bit hard, but I mean, we enjoyed it a lot, even though it was a little bit difficult. Did you guys not want to fight? I thought you guys were liking it. I mean, we did. We loved it, but in the middle, we made a lot of mistakes, so the game was going even, so it was a little bit risky.
베릴도 POG 300점입니다.
Beryl, 300 points so far. How do you feel?
POG를 좀 많이 받을 줄
I never
몰랐는데
imagined that I would be getting this much of a POG, so I'm actually flustered.
그 이유가 뭐라고 생각합니까?
Why? Why do you think so? I mean, you are popping off on Pantheon.
그냥 저희 팀들이 다 상황을 만들어줘서 저는 그냥
I mean, my
떠먹는
teammates
사람인
were
거죠.
just like setting everything up, so I was just stealing it. Yeah, I mean, you were literally like, there were some KS moments of kill stealing away from
그때는
Nuguri.
약간 좀 이제 궁극기
Well,
쿨이
that
좀 볼만해서
Nuguri
볼
kill,
것 같아서
we thought that his ult would be up against, so I just threw my spear. So it was actually a relief that we secured that kill.
마찬가지입니다만 한타 좋아하고 싸움 좋아해서
Yes, SeolHaeOne and DAMWON both love to team fight. So was there any other pick you guys had in store?
팀이 이제 엄청나게 싸움을 지향하고
Yeah, SeolHaeOne, they love to fight. They always lock in aggressive picks.
싸우자는 생각으로.
So we wanted to answer that fight.
그래서 그럼 연결되는 얘기가 제드가 빵 나왔어요.
제드 그쵸?
I mean, speaking of the
예전에
picks,
청소
Zed
선수, 그러니까
show
제드 작은
up.
킬러.
And you are the killer of the Zed players, I mean, because you also played against when Zed was last played by Chungo.
제드가 지금 솔랭에서 좀 핫해가지고.
Well, on the
약간
solo
하기
queue,
전에
Zed is
제드 할까 했는데
taking off, to
진짜
be
할
honest.
줄은 솔직히 잘
So
몰랐는데
I was like,
해서
maybe they
좀
can play Zed,
놀랐고
but I didn't really
상대
expect them
보니까
to really lock it in. But
압박감이
after game
그렇게
number
있지
one,
않고
there
그냥
weren't many pressure during the laning phase, and also Kenyon was doing a great job in the jungle.
듣고 있는 별명은 알고 있나요? 하도 이제 잘 재워서
And because you
시경이다 뭐 이런
always
얘기도
put
듣고
everyone
있는데
sleep,
별명은 좀
your
만족하시나요?
good night catchphrase is also taking
성시경
off.
씨한테 정말 죄송하다고 말씀드리고 싶어요.
Yeah, I heard that some of the
그냥,
fans are naming me after a really famous pop star in Korea. But his catchphrase, good night, really fits well with Zoe's. But I didn't really expect that it was gonna go viral.
너구리만 들어가. 내 본래 그러면
And like in game number one, you were like telling Nuguri to go in for the fountain kill, and rest of the players was actually making him just die there. Yeah, in game one, we just wanted to make him die, and we were staying outside. And game number two, same. We wanted to bait him, but he did not take the bait.
특히 이제 말씀하신 대로 제드 주사위로 유명한 미키와의 경기.
Zed,
라인전
I mean,
해보니까
you were
뭐
playing
대단히
against
아니에요.
the
해보니까
Dice
어땠어요?
Mickey. How was the laning phase against him? As I just said, our jungler was doing a great job pushing it out. So yeah, I was feeling really comfortable. I wasn't feeling any special pressure.
담원의 요즘 경기력이 너무나도 뛰어나거든요.
DAMWON's performance is on point.
더 올라갈 것 같나요? 아니면 진짜 좀
Do the players also feel the same? Are you guys satisfied? And do you guys kind of aiming higher?
완벽하지가 않아서 만족까지는 못한 것 같고.
I don't think we're perfect yet, so we are not that satisfied. I think we should get rid of the mistakes on our way.
그럼 저번 경기 때는 판테온 챔프 성능보다는 본인이 잘해서 쓴다
And
이런
last time
얘기도
you said
있었는데
Pantheon is not a good champion, it's rather that you piloted really well. Did you change your mind? What do you think?
판테온이 원래 좀 솔랭이 좀 강한
Well, if you look at the stats, it's a good champion in solo queue.
솔랭에서도 승률이 되게 안 좋아요.
And also, even in solo queue, Pantheon on a support role has a low win rate. So I believe Pantheon support is not a thing. It's just me that plays it really well.
진짜 근원입니다. 다른 팀 이거 연습하지 마세요. 테스트하지 마세요.
Maybe this is a signal to kind of blocking other teams from practicing Pantheon. But another point is that DWG Gaming, your game time is really short. Is there a mission to end the game before 30-minute mark?
네, 처음에.
그냥
Well, I mean,
싸움을 많이 하다 보니까 좀
because we fight a
너무
lot,
한꺼번에 많이
we kind of get a huge snowball at a
빨리
time.
들리다 보니까 자연스럽게
We
많이 끝나는 것
kind of have earned a lot of points at one fight, so we were able to kind of snowball it throughout the game really fast.
연결되는데 쇼메하면 또 까따리나잖아요.
And Showmaker, one of your signature pick is Katarina.
카타리나는 어떻게 좀 가능성이 안 되나요?
Is it viable?
카타리나는
Well,
제가
Katarina, maybe after 200 years, if I am alive.
말도 안 되는 질문하지 말래요. 말도 안 되는 질문하지 말래요.
중구랑 잘 만들면 안 되나 봐요.
써도 잘할 것 같은데요.
I mean, it's a really good champion with that stance, so we'll be looking forward to it.
그렇죠. 네.
자 그럼 다음 경기는 스프링 정규승
Your
1위
next
젠지입니다.
match will be
네,
up
이 경기
against
어떻게 자신
Genji.
있습니까? 자, 소면부터 끝으로
Are you guys
말씀
confident?
부탁드릴게요.
젠지가 저희 앞 경기에서
Well,
승리를
we
거둬가지고
그쵸.
saw Genji
이번
getting a
잘
win
준비해야 될것 같고.
earlier today, so yeah, we have to keep our guards up.
아지르
And
멋있더라고요.
BDD, his
그래서
performance and
경기를
Azir was
많이
really
해야 될 것
awesome. So yeah, we have to be
네.
aware of
그리고
him.
역시 더 POG 한번 노려볼 만할 것 같은데.
And Varil, would you like to
어떻습니까?
add on to that?
젠지전에서 이제 아마 패치
So I think we'll be
네.
having a new patch
것도 좀 보고
in that Genji
패치 좀
series.
봐서
So I
좀
think we
열심히
have
더
to
준비해야
study
될
the new meta and prepare really
네.
hard.
오늘 다시 한번 POG 차지한 두 분
And this will
축하드리고요.
be the end of the
젠지전에서도
interview
멋진
with
활약
Showmaker
기대하도록
Varil
하겠습니다.
from
다시 한번
DWG Gaming, and I'm gonna pass it
축하드립니다.
back to our
감사합니다.
casters. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ji-sun. The microphone is finally on. Thank you for the translation of the interview there. Great to hear from both Showmaker and Beryl. Beryl, congratulations on the 300 points. This guy most definitely is Pog. As you can see, DAMWON out in front, plus 4-2-0. Ain't no one can touch him. As we've got 3-2-0 teams, but thankfully we've staggered them perfectly. Look at this. 4-3-2-1-0-0-1-2-3-4.
Wow.
Things could not have gone better in the first week, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is so clean.
Just ignore the names because I don't know whether anyone expected those names to be here.
Yeah, but also the color-wise, you know, they are kind of blue eyes. And
Yeah,
they
it's
are
like
kind of
this.
red. You
We
know,
got like a spectrum,
yeah,
like color
it's kind of
spectrum thing working.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think this is already great,
I think we can quit here.
Yeah.
I think we're done. LCK's over. We've achieved
guys.
perfection.
Yeah, DWG Gaming won LCK Summer Split.
Yeah, I think we need SP to like go below Harmor Life somehow.
Oh.
But next week we got some exciting ones. Starting off with Dynamics versus SP. But DRX take the rift again against Sandbox, which should be an easier matchup for them. Afrika versus T1, an opportunity for T1 to get back. And there's the Genji DAMWON series that I just tweeted about being their next one. And that just became very, very interesting.
Yeah, and also there is Afrika Fricks against DRX too.
Oh, they have a rough week this week. They went from the easiest week possible to one of the roughest weeks possible.
Yeah.
DRX and T1 is not an easy feat by any means. They have been a team to take down Titans in the past and can generally, you know, ignore other teams' form, but I don't know. Could certainly be tough for them. We'll see whether DRX are going to be the real deal, right?
Yeah, true. I mean, DRX is performing really well. So I'm just waiting for DRX versus DWG Gaming.
It's the new telecom war.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I think that's a big call to make at this point in time, and it is only week one. But
Yeah,
I hope
true.
you guys are as excited as us. If you want more LCK content on Tuesday, the Pog State episode 10 is going to be released. But for now, that will be good night. Thanks so much for watching.
Change and I am ready to take it on. You told me to be myself and never feel alone. You're all that I want, you're all that I need. If I was ever